gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, welcome back to another live fishing adventure with outdoors from whoever. Y'all know who I am. You know what it's about. Today we're in the backyard pond as usual. We got a Ned rig. We got a rooster tail. Let's get to throwing. Hopefully we can get a few people up in here and see how it goes. Friday as I film this. Got some Bambies there across the lake. Got a bait caster that's not dialed in whatsoever. First cast of the Friday morning happens to be a bird's nest, but it's alright. Still gonna be a great day. You know, it's been a relatively uneventful week. I did do an interview with the gentleman from that viral video. Uh, Name is Kyle. A real nice guy. You know, I didn't know him before the video at all. We weren't friends. It is a small town, and he's got a pretty recognizable truck. So I think I may have seen him around, but never. Oh, this is what we got on the Ned rig. This is actually kind of like a creature bait, like a little lizard. I actually got this from a subscriber, and we'll call him a friend. Goes by the screen name Angler. So Angler, if you're watching, man, shout out to you. Hope you're doing well. And we are still just trying to get this all dialed in. Got a nice little backlash. I adjusted the brakes a little, but it didn't seem to be enough. I guess we'll spend half this live untangling bird nest. If you're new here and you're just checking out the channel for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Uh, you know, this is a lot of what I do is live fishing in my backyard pond. If you're watching this after the fact, I'm going to apologize for the repetitive information. But if you're new here, this is my backyard pond. It's about 4.5 acres. 7 if it rains, and it's fed by a larger lake that way. Runs out into a few smaller ponds. We got largemouth, spotted bass predominantly, lots of yellow perch, the occasional bullhead catfish, and the occasional trout, even though I haven't found a trout this year, which makes me question if there are any around. The only time it's ever been stocked was in the 90s. They stocked it with a bunch of trout to help keep the mosquito population down. Right now, we're just kind of swimming a Ned rig with a creature bait. Also got a rooster tail. I know in the fall, like spinners and inline spinners like that are Neo Gamer, man. Hey, thanks for taking the time to check out my channel, bro. Hope you're having a great Friday. Appreciate that like. If you're feeling chatty, you can drop in the chat. Let me know where you're from and what you like to fish for. I like meeting new people. Can't always remember all the screen names, but I'll give it a shot, you know. I just can't seem to get this bait caster dialed in. I've out of my little forecast, I think 4 of them bird nested on me. Well, Neo Gamo, that's all right, man. Everybody's got to start somewhere, you know. You know, I haven't been. I fished a lot as a kid, and then life kind of got in the way, and I went years and years without fishing. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna throw a spinning rod 'cause I'm tired of dealing with the bait caster. But we got a little inline rooster tail on here, and this particular color has been crushing it in the back pond lately. So and throw that around. Hopefully, we can hook up with an angry spot. D Cross, good morning, man. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Good to see you. Yeah, no, I fished a lot as a kid, and then life kind of got in my way, and I moved to the city and got away from fishing. But I moved out to this spot about 5 years ago, and got back into the habit. So happy to be here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but just across, no, you can't. I'll move you that way, right about. Oh, I don't know if you can see them over there. Right in here, there's 4 or 5 deer, and Savage Grace Outdoors, man. Thanks for stopping by that channel. Appreciate you. Yeah, there's 4 or 5 deer just right across the lake. There's one bedded down. I don't know. I might zoom in on them for you later, but absolutely beautiful morning out here. Caught a crab, huh? I'm assuming you're gonna talk about the edible kind and not the kind you get from a wild night in Tijuana. But yeah, man, I do a lot of crabbing. I live out on the Washington State coast, and we do a lot of Dungeness crab, either in the boat or sometimes I'll go down to the jetty and get them. But it's on my radar. Do a lot of crabbing, a lot of salmon fishing. Pond's pretty flooded out. We've had an abundance of rain. We'll just call you Z. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hey, Saving Grace Outdoors. I appreciate that, man. I'll get a minute and I'll check out your channel as well. Hopefully you're doing some awesome stuff over there. I have this little flock of mallards there across on the dock. You can kind of see them. There's probably 50, 60. Hey, Neo, I appreciate that too, man. It's a small channel. I ended up going viral on a short that I filmed, which is getting a lot of attention. Everybody wants to go viral, and I accidentally ended up with 750 million views. But that high's kind of coming to an end. I don't plan on doing that again. And this is what you can expect if you're new here. A lot of backyard fishing, lives. I love meeting new people, talking to people, seeing where people are from. Lots of fishing and just genuine outdoor activities. If we get too desperate, we might have to Hey, Ranting Raccoon. There's a familiar face, buddy. How you been? Happy Friday, man. I'm actually pleased to inform you since my last live with you, I haven't had any further raccoon incidences. I appreciate those interactions, man. They really do help out the channel, you know? Nope, I had one raccoon story. Uh, my dog decided to tree some raccoons, and I think they've been terrorized enough to where they're staying out of my trash can. So, we'll flip a little bit. Hey, all right, gamer. Neo, we'll catch you around, man. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Oof. That was a terrible cast. I mean, I know my angle looked great on camera. Ooh, terrible cast my ass. We got something. We got something. What do we got? Uh, yeah. All right. Hopefully this isn't the only thing I catch today. But I think we've all been here. The stick bass, you know? I was excited for a second. Excited for a second. Hooked up with that stick. Did I at least build the suspense pretty good? Like, it was genuine excitement. Genuinely excitement for that stick. Pond is up like crazy, which is good. It needed to be. But temps are down. We got into the low 40s last night. Water temp is, probably around 50 something degrees. And I'm hoping I can find an angry spot and we're not too washed out. But the fish might be on the move for yeah, man. I thought I had one too, but I mean, anybody who's been fishing knows, you know what I'm saying? You get that tug, you feel that something on your line, you get excited, and then you get it up, and it's just a stick. I wish it would have been a stick with some lures on it, but it don't overly work that way. I thought this rooster tail would be the move. I can't tell if I'm getting little tiny bites like they hit it, or if I'm just picking up more seaweed. Could get desperate and throw the old worm and a bobber out. I think, you know, it's been a while since I've seen a yellow perch. Normally I get them all the time. You know what it is? It's the way the lures work, and it's just kind of heavy vibration. It's a pretty big. Okay, all right. I thought I was getting pecked at. Look how ambitious this guy was. Look at the size of my rooster tail compared to this little baby bass. And he hit it pretty hard. We're going to have to do a little bit of surgery. But he's a largie. He's a good looking little largemouth. If you're yeah, you're a little guy. Easy. We'll get you back. But beautiful. Got nice coloring. For his size, he's got some healthy meat to him. I'm gonna let him go. We'll call him Chad, just for fun, you know. Chad, the little baby bass. Yeah, great coloring on that fish. You know, I was a little guy, but he was ambitious, and we like that. You know, pick up to attack a lure that's probably the size of your body. Well, maybe a little half the size, maybe, but little fish, big dreams. I like that. We're off to a good start. I thought I was feeling some resistance there when I was dragging through that spot, but I want him to find his favorite, or not his favorite, his big brother. You know, I'd like to catch something a little larger than that guy, but you know, I'm having a great time. It's a beautiful morning, chatting with some people, off to a pretty good Friday. Made a new friend, so to speak. Did an interview. Jay Franks, thanks for the comment. Yeah, uh, I mean the house. That's not my house. My house is behind you guys. But I live on a 4 acre pond. It's actually close to 7 this time of year because got quite a bit of rain. But the lowest it gets is about 4 acres, and it's fed by another lake about a mile or two that way through a little canal, runs through a state forest. But yeah, man, this is my spot. You know, you're about 10 feet away from my back deck. Yeah, it's you know, I moved out here about 5 years ago, right before COVID, from the city, and got a decent deal on the home at the time. And I think I'm getting bit. I'm just not hooking up. And I love it out here. You know, it's a little bit of drive if I want like Taco Bell or something. You know what I mean? There's no Uber Eats, but housing was incredibly affordable. And you know, the house ain't nothing to write home about. Just a little 2 bedroom, 1,500 square foot. But I love it, man. Love it out here. Not too many places give you your own fishing access, and it was a hell of a lot better than an apartment in the city. So Jay, where are you from, bro? And what do you fish for, man? SoCal, huh? Man, I spent a little bit of time in SoCal, just a little bit south of where you are. I was stationed in San Diego, the 619, you know, and I hung out there for a couple years once upon a time. Had family in LA just off the 110, but they died, got old and died, you know. I mean, shit happens. Where I'm from right now is Washington State, Pacific Northwest, right out on the coast. The ocean is about a mile behind you, and Willapa Bay is about a mile that way. I'm right in the middle, right on a little sandbar. Yeah, man, small town. I love San Diego, man. I'll tell you what, like it was perfect weather, 70 degrees year round. 60 degrees was cold, but to be honest with you, this is home. I've been different places and traveled the world when I was in the Navy, and it's like Dorothy says, right? There's no place like home. You can have that LA traffic though. That shit is a mess. I'm gonna check our little rooster tail here. I don't think we're getting yak. I did just over 4 years in the Navy back in 2002. That's how old I am. But I was in San Diego from 2002 to probably late 2004. Lifetime ago. It feels like yesterday. Love San Diego. I was a young buck then. Tijuana was like 15, 20 minutes by trolley. Drinking age was, 18, which suited me fine. Lots of lots of crazy nights, southern border. Dustin, man, good to see you. Thanks for catching the live. I appreciate it, man. What you been up to? Happy Friday, man. Got a work interview. You looking for a new 9 to 5, man? Got your like suit and tie all picked out? We're gonna retire the management. So you like one of those white collar guys. I fuck with it. I mean, if I was smarter, that's the move I'd make. I move heavy shit for a living, so you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, maybe we'll actually get this thing switching out from the Rooster Tail to this has been like my go-to favorite all summer long. Is a little creature bait. Shaving your beard. Bro, I can't grow a beard. It's just patchy as hell. Like think of like Joe Dirt level, right? Like it's just genetically patchy. Like I get like a killer like fucking mustache, but like I don't get hair like right here at all, hardly. Well, I mean, camera's a little deceiving, but yeah, no, I've never grown a beard, but it's like I don't know, no shave November. Maybe I could. Ugh, every time, fucking rage. I don't know what is up with this reel, but well, man, good luck on your interview. I hope you crush it, bro. Like I really do. That's I know how stressful that can be. Man, I haven't been to a job interview in like. Emmy the Go, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good Friday. GM in like what field, man? Like, are we talking like you a banker? Like, what's your field? Uh, we'll just call you Mr. G. Yeah, man, I hooked up one baby bass. He was cute though. I mean, if we're going to catch cute fish, that's what we got. But right now, I am on the struggle bus with this bait caster reel. And hi, welcome to the channel, man. Hope you're having a great Friday. This thing definitely needs some oil. It's squealing a little bit. Got one seagull that's been just hanging out lately. Call him Edwin. You might see him. 5. No, he ain't hanging out this way. There we go. Finally dialed in that bait caster. Might loosen it up. We're only casting 30 yards, but at least we're not throwing a bird nest every time. Oh, oh. All right. Hell yeah, let's get it. That's a good size spot. He wanted that creature bait. A little football. Let's get it. Absolutely crushed it. He cold though. He says, take me inside and heat me up. Not today, bud. Absolutely crushed it. They're definitely fattening up for fall. Nice little spotted bass. He may be a QP. Nice coloring. Nice healthy weight on him. We'll get him back. We'll name him Trash Panda. Back you go, little Trash Panda. Absolutely crushed it. I'm stoked. That was a nice little fish. You know, everybody's like, oh man, you gotta cull out those. Cull out is just a nice way of saying murder. You really gotta murder those spots, get them out of your pond. But here's my argument: like, I'm catch and release, not eating these bass because I got better options, to be honest. And I think a 1 pound spot will fight better than a 2 pound largie. And I don't have the water temperatures to really support big largemouth bass where I'm at. You know, that it doesn't get warm enough. They don't live long enough. So I would rather catch a half-pound spot than a pound largemouth. You know what I'm saying? So I think since I'm not eating them, you know, and since bass don't get that big here anyways, I think I'm gonna leave those little spots alone. Oh boy. Every cast? What is that? Back to back? We found a few. Nice looking fish. You know? Another little spot. But yeah, man, fish number 2 in probably 2 minutes. We'll name him, you know, he's just a little guy, and in honor of Dustin and his good luck interview today, we'll name this guy Dustin and we'll give him a toss back. Good luck, Dustin. Kind of belly flopped. Yeah, pizza is good. Do I know me? Silver Power. Silver Power, don't recognize the name. Don't think I've seen you around. Welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for jumping in that chat. Appreciate you. Man, I like pizza too. And the thing is, where I live, like, we don't have like a Domino's or a Pizza Hut or like a Papa Murphy's even. We got one little country store. A Dutch guy, huh? Like French Dutch or from like the Netherlands Dutch, South African Dutch. There's Pennsylvania Dutch. There is a yeah. Maybe if you had a different Scream name, I think I've only talked to one other Dutch person before, and it does ring a bell. Maybe I just didn't have the screen name right. We do have a Costco, and Costco pizza is fire, and it is about 45 miles that way, but there's never any traffic, so it's like a half-hour drive, depending on local law enforcement. But yeah, no, Costco pizza is pretty good. We have like a little country store called Jack's where they make their own little pizza, and it's like all right. I mean, all right. You know what I'm saying? So like if I don't want to drive over to Costco or something, I'll pick up one of their pizzas. But good pizza is hard to come by. Actually, if you head about 20 miles south to there's a tavern, and they serve halfway decent people or halfway decent pizza. It's probably the best pizza in a 30-minute drive down at the local bar. When you catch two fish back to back like that, it's a little disappointing when you don't get nothing. Is fishing my favorite hobby? Yeah, man. To be honest, I got lots of hobbies. I love being out. I love being outside. I like, I got an e-bike and I ride every day with my little dog. I like mushroom hunting, camping, seeing if I can build a crazy survival shelter. And fishing just kind of blends all into that. You know what I mean? It's not the only thing I do, but it's a big part of what I do. It's a big part of like who I am. Like you ask around in my little neighborhood about me, everybody's gonna tell you Vince is a fisherman. Oh man, I just doxed myself. My name is Vince. Try not to judge too harshly. But I actually get a lot of joy out of it, to be honest, And here in the backyard pond, I'm not catching monsters. I'm not catching, 20, 30-pound salmon. But I'm catching a peace of mind, Half tempted to take the brakes off a little bit. So he's flirting with that fine line of casting far enough and throwing bird nest. We're not throwing bird nest, but our range is a little limited. Play with that tension knob and the brakes. That's it, Mr. Raccoons. It can be, This is chill. Or if you're in a bobber in a lawn chair and you're drinking coffee, just waiting for that bobber to drop, soaking up some sun rays, it's chill. You know what I mean? Right now it's chill making Comcast, but I've done some fishing where it's not that. You know what I mean? It's definitely not relaxing. You know, if you're knee deep in the or chest deep in the Pacific Ocean, getting crushed by 8 foot waves, trying to catch a 8 inch perch. I don't know really consider that relaxing, but I like that too. Like part of my brain tells me like when my life is in danger or like if something sucks a lot, like it really sucks, like I like that. I like the suck. You know what I mean? It's exciting to me. You know, if I'm risking my life on a small scale to catch a small fish, brings me happiness. I might complain about it while I'm doing it, but for the most part, I enjoy it. Been trying to figure out a good day to go live, and I think I'm gonna, you know, this summer I was going live every Tuesday and Thursday, usually in the afternoon, but hell, it's dark at 4 o'clock. I'm not even off work yet. So well, I stream live all summer long. I just can't do that now. I can't. I don't want to be out here in the dark, and it gets dark early. So I'm gonna stream every Friday, and probably around 7 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I usually have enough time before work that I can come out here and make a couple casts for about an hour or so. So we're I don't know if you guys can see that big ass bird up there. You just missed him. He was a blue herring, great blue herring. So we're gonna stream every Friday. Every Friday, we'll say 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there. I do put out shorts every day. It's a new series called the Daily Dose of Nature, and a lot of times it's just me and my dog uh, doing stuff outside. Sometimes I'm down at the beach, sometimes I'm out in the forest, but I'm always doing something outside. If you guys see those and you want to hit that like button, it really help me out. And I hate asking people to hit the like button because I'm not overly confident in being a cookie cutter YouTuber. You know, I get it. I get why they. I get why people say it. Ooh. I think there was only two bass in that whole little hole, and I already caught them. I did an interview with my I'll call him buddy. He seems like a real nice guy. I liked him. Name is Kyle. He's the one from that viral deer short. Yeah, make stupid casts and you get stupid prizes, right? Yeah, no, he's a nice guy. I did a little 10-minute interview with him yesterday. Uh, got to know him a little bit. Uh, really nice guy. Not too into fishing. Was hoping to have him, featured here on the channel. Thank you, Mr. G. Grange? Ginge? Cringe? Ginge? I don't know what we're going for with the three. I am terrible at figuring out people's screen names. So I'm just going to call you Mr. G if that works. YouTube's got this weird hype point thing, and I've never gotten one. So if you know how to like give somebody a hype point, I'd appreciate it. You could be my first. But only if I deserve it, man. Only if you really like what I'm doing. We gonna flip it and throw it this way for a little bit. We gonna do that old tried and true. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. We're kind of just jigging a little 10 feet off the shore. It's probably about 3, 4 foot deep there. Wish I had a worm on it. See if we couldn't pick up a catfish. Fuck me. Bro, what changed? Sorry, we curse a little bit on this channel. We did hit a big milestone on YouTube. We got 5K. 5K subs, man. And it's pretty awesome. You know, I want to thank everybody individually. You know, I honestly, yeah, you know, it just kind of happened. That viral just kind of really boosted me up. And I spent like a year. I've been almost at it a year. It'll be a year in December since I started making content. And I'm not going to lie, some of it's boring as hell. Some of it's, I think we're on. We were just sitting on the bottom. I was playing with it, but something got it. You feel halfway decent. You're running right at these rocks, though. Oh, that's the biggest one. Holy shit. You guys ready? We got a fucking monster. Look at that thing. About a pound and a half. Big old angry large mouth. Broski, I didn't know I had giants in the pond. Look at this. He's almost a 2-pounder. Big old large mouth. Love it. Nice, healthy fish. Beautiful coloring. Look at that. Let's get it. Splash. That was a good one. You know, I threw a bird nest. I'm just playing with my reel. And my Ned rig was out on the bottom. And once I got the nest out and the line came tight, it bounced up and he hit it. He just hit it probably off the bottom and absolutely crushed it. That's the biggest fish I've caught in the backyard in a while. It might be a PB, to be honest. PBs only exist if you have a scale, and I don't have a scale with me. But absolutely crushed it. He's a big boy. That makes me excited. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, what were we? Sorry, kind of buzzing. That was a good little rush. You know what I mean? Good way to start my Friday. Ooh, There's something. There's another one over in that hole. Either that or I'm pulling weeds. One of the two. A little bit of both, I think. I'd love to hook into another one that size. Mr. G, there's lots of larger bass around. They just don't get too big where I live, especially in the backyard pond. Yeah, what were we talking about? Subscribers? Yeah, man, 5K off that one little viral deer rescue video. And hopefully I'm getting some people from that. But the thing is, like, if you subscribe because you're expecting deer rescue videos, like, you're going to be a little disappointed by largemouth fishing in the backyard. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing now is I'm swimming in a little bit, letting it sink, pulling it up off the bottom, swimming in a little bit. A lot of people watching shorts. You know, the video went viral off was a short, and it seems like there's just a market of people who only watch short videos. They don't have the attention span. And I'm there some days. You know, some days I don't want to watch a 20-minute fishing video, or I just want to see something viral and then swipe up to that next hit of dopamine, right? So we're shooting for somewhere in the middle. I do have to I put out some like goals on some videos, and absolutely been crushing those. So I mean, coming down the pipe, maybe the next video I actually put out will be was out for a ride the other day. Oh shit, no, it was back in October, and I found this pond out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, way out in the middle of nowhere. Only way you're getting there is I appreciate that. All right, Mr. G, we'll see you later. So I found this pond out in the middle of nowhere, and it connects into the bay. And I have no idea what kind of fish are in there. It could be anything from just like regular old like largemouth, spotted bass, but since it's brackish, like it connects into the bay, and I know when the tide's way up, it probably floods that whole area out. There could be some starry flounder in there, and I know like most people are like, "What the hell's a starry?" You know, most people are like, "What the hell's a starry flounder?" But I'm thinking I'm gonna head over there either today or tomorrow. Fish this pond. I can't imagine. I don't want to say nobody's ever fished it, but it's, I mean, pretty damn remote, and I don't think a lot of people have fished it. And it's fairly good size, man. If you're looking at it on like Google Maps, it's got to be like 7 or 8 acres, which is pretty dope. So that video will be coming out. Depends if I can get there today. I got a lot of shit I got to do at work, but I'm hoping I can get over there. And here's the thing, I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I know it's like brackish, but I don't know if I should throw. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? If it was just a regular pond, fresh water, I'd bring a rooster tail and maybe a speed worm and throw that around. But since it's a little salty, it kind of makes me question on what to throw. Well, boys and girls, and everything in the middle. I've been at this for about an hour now. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not a bull shark, but like a dog shark. Appreciate those emojis there. Uh, I'm really thinking starry flounder. There might be. I mean, it could be anything. That we're talking. It's a big bay, you know. But I think my best bet would be starry flounder. I haven't caught a flounder in a while, but they're good eating and they can get pretty big, up to 20, 30 pounds. I might be. I gotta hit that 9 to 5 thing, but maybe I can head over that way and get that video out sooner rather than later. So keep an eye out for that. Ranting Raccoon Man, have a good one. Thanks for checking out my live. We'll catch you on the next one. Till then, go outside. It's good for your soul. Peace.